today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's week 2 of the NFL on
the final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State, the former Spartan. It's Kirk Cousins.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Now Spears to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Right back to Spears. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage, trying to jam them and bump them off their routes.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his 2nd start in the NFL.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 10 carries, 53 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll set up to throw. And all that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. And here's a give to Spears. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned. motion on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about us all there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They are coming off the game last week, which was a very interesting game in Charles. Ultimately, it ended in a tie.
And that's difficult on teams because, let's face it, Brandon, they just don't know how to react. I mean, who does? Did you win? No. Did you lose? No. Because when you win, you jump up and down. Life's good. When you lose, you set your face in that stone look so that you show that you weren't hurt. I think it's one of those things that at the end of the year you find out just how you're supposed to feel about that tie. Did it help you or hurt you in the standings? Then you'll know what you really should have felt that game.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade, but I know they're happy to have him.
It is amazing, isn't it? But we have seen big-time guys change teams. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, and their new teams are really excited to have them because they provide big-time targets.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Kamara up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. They'll look to throw. That is caught by Dell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 19. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw here. He finds his target. It's Schultz. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd and 4. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Delson in motion. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to try and take off with it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Kamara will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. That's complete to Treylon Burks. This 2nd and 4. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10. Hand off to Spears. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Cousins now from the 50. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. 2nd down and 3. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We just watched a solid first half from the veteran running back, Alvin Kamara. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll get this out to Kamara. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay game.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught again by Schultz. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. A give to Kamara running right to the 27-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 23. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. 2nd and 5. To throw, Cousins. The 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Houston set to take over. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That's complete to Dell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Cousins. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. Wiggles free. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. That one's taken in by Spears. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Cousins again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Cousins now. They'll set up the screen for Spears. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. This is intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting.
today. From Bank of America.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Here's Mecole Hardman. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly, you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away. That's caught left side by Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. Again, it's Pacheco. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. To throw, Young. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they've got to be feeling fortunate here. They took that safety on the game's 1st drive, but their defense was able to hold strong on the ensuing possession. So now they take over, down 2-0, 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. Skirts by at the 15. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Chris Wormley showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll set up to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Fourth down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive? Sometimes
it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now here's Young. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The Chiefs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. 2 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Kansas City 1st down. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down. Mahomes to throw once more. This is caught. Touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. On 1st and 10, Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Young's throw here on target to Hurst. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw for Young. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. A nice little juke, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield, and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
First and 10, Young. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Come the Panthers, they'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. The play fake. Now Young. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On second down, Young. Able to get away. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
A first down throw for Young. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Now Young. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Young on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Young to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Chris Jones dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Young.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal.
On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the big man. Get the oxygen tank ready. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. KC's offense ready to take over.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Mahomes now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead slims to 5 now at 15-10.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Right back to Hubbard.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Young's going to take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Ready, 45, right.
Well, Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for Carolina, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll fall to 1-1.